Little Smashers. Do you want some Little Smashers?
Little Smashers. Who you got there?
That girl plays Vicky in Coronation Street.
Vicky?
Yeah.
Yes,
nice.
Chloe Newsom.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, she got a nice behind, she has. Cool.
You've been reading the papers today, haven't you?
Yeah.
She's lovely.
Little Danny Minogue's come up a bit these few years.
Little Danny doing her big brecky thing, yes?
She is,
She is indeed, yeah. Uh-huh.
And obviously Sam out of EastEnders, she's got to be a little smasher, isn't she?
Little Sam.
Yeah. Water companies should be jailed.
Yes.
Education departments should be jailed.
Mm-hmm.
And France and China. At least China had the decency to explode a bomb on their own doorstep.
There you go.
But there you are. And just before I go, I got a tip for any male listeners who happen to be doing their shopping on a Saturday afternoon and they're just closing the lid of the boot. Don't think about Catherine Zeta-Jones mud wrestling at the time.
Thank you, Sean.
So,
cheers, bye-bye. Strangely enough, I've actually seen Catherine Zeta-Jones mud wrestling. I was her opponent. Sonic the Hedgehog is in Bolton.
Hello.
Hello.
Hiya. I want to speak to you about somebody who I think should be put in jail, or rather a group of persons. It's the people who run certain fast food, American-style restaurants. When you order your food, you could just be a burger and they'll ask you, do you want fries with that? And then you ask for fries, and they'll say, do you want a drink?
Yes.
You know, whatever you order, it's never enough. If you'd wanted extra fries or a drink, you'd have asked
for them.
Exactly.
But, of course, they are trained to do that.
Yeah, well,
I mean, that's just about every place you go now, because it's called upselling.
You don't get it in the chip shop. You go in and ask for a pie.
Yeah, but that's...
You don't say, would you like chips with that, do they?
Yeah, but that's why, you get some cacky old chip shop who's making no money, and that's why.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Also, Tosspot of the Week. I think...
That, and we can't even talk about it either. So, thank you very much for that. Talk Radio UK, 034510 5389 is the number. Let's go over here to Greg, who's in Bells Hill.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Greg.
Little Smasher.
Yeah, Little Smasher. Who's a Little Smasher this week?
Super Ali McCoist.
Who?
Super Ali McCoist. For scoring for Scotland within 60 seconds of coming off the bench.
Oh, indeed. Yeah, sorry, I know who you're talking about.
Oh, brilliant. The Greeks.
What a moment.
Oh, excellent.
Super Ali. Super Ali.
Yes, that's us going to England, maybe. I think we will. The European Championships.
Just a matter of time before Manchester United poach him.
Oh, they're rubbish.
Yeah, but of course, they've got a policy at United. You can't have anybody in the team if they're British, you know? You've got to have them from somewhere else.
I know, they've got Kanchelskis back now, I see as well.
It's all crazy.
Man.
What's going on, United? No idea.
Who should be in jail?
Who should be in that prison, Greg?
Midges.
Who?
Midges.
Midges should be in jail.
For eating me.
In the Great Midge Jail.
For eating me.
Big Midge prison.
Right. And Tospots.
Yes.
Will Carling.
Will Carling.
For being the English captain of the rugby team and being a pro.
You know what I find amazing about that whole Will Carling story? You know, the thing with his wife and Diana and all that? Is Will Carling is advertised as a rugby hero.
I don't know about that.
Why is he a hero?
Don't know.
You could say, well, he's a rugby player. You could say he's a good rugby player. But why is he a hero?
Don't know.
What's he done?
He's not really done nothing.
Can someone call me up and explain why Will Carling is a rugby hero?
He's not as good as Gavin Hastings.
I don't understand that. That's like saying that if someone is, because they're average at their job, you could have, you could have someone who's a painter and decorator. And because they're good at it, you could say painting and decorating hero.
Paints people's houses and...
Yeah.
No.
Painting hero. Yeah, it's a load of old what's it.
And I'd like to say to all Oasis fans listening.
Oasis fans?
We're going to be number one. Easy.
Hey, hang on, Greg. Hang on, let's just go back a second or two here. Oasis fans. They should be in prison.
No way.
Both of them.
No way. All of them, mate. Millions.
Yes.
Blur fans, 1. Who? Nobody.
Blur fans. Blur 1, Oasis 0.
No way.
Are you sure about that?
10-0 Oasis. Easy.
Well, we'll wait and see.
Easy
nice
number 1.
Good on you, Greg.
Right, I'll see you later.
Take it easy. Bye-bye. Talk Radio UK. So, whatever you want, whatever you got, it's entirely up to you. We can do anything here tonight. Anything at all. We'll be finding out who is the most observant and who knows the most out of myself, Mike and Kev. We're going to do a little experiment a little later on, so stand by for that. We'll find out who is the most observant, possibly even a tad psychic as well. All that's still to come. Anything else you want to have a chinwag about, get on the blower. More haircuts still to come, and lots of other stuff as well. 0345 53 89. And on the faxes, if you've got a fax machine, 0171 636 1053. We will return with more merriment right after these.
When you call Premier Chat, you're entering a fascinating world of communication.
You can exchange messages with other callers online. It's a great way of chatting to people.
And you choose who you want to make contact with.
Calls are 39p a minute cheap rate, 49p a minute at all other times. And you must be over 18.
Call now, 0891 66 9966.
Premier Chat from Cablecom, West 1X 7RQ. Call 0891 66 9966.
Are you or is someone close to you in a negative equity situation with a house? For invaluable expert advice, listen to me and my guests this Saturday between 1 and 4 p.m.
Gary Jacobs on Talk Radio UK. Call Talk Radio UK on 0345 10 53 89. It's the price of a local call wherever you are.
Goodies, goody, goody, yum, yum. You need a helping hand.
Hello. 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 Hello, how are you? Friday morning, Talk Radio UK, Ian Collins and the Creatures of the Night until 6 o'clock this morning. And it's going to be funky. Remember the Funky Gibbon? Tina.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello. I'd like to nominate myself for being a tosspot.
Why? What have you done, you little maniac?
Well, it's a bit embarrassing, really. About
Is it?
4 years ago.
Four?
I used to be a very big fan of Paul Gascoigne.
Paul Gascoigne?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. If you go back to when he broke his leg.
Sorry?
When he broke his leg in the final.
Yes. Which time was that, when he broke his leg?
1991.
Right. Was that the first time or the 27th time?
The first time.
First time.
And I thought I'd go down the hospital, see how he is.
You went to see Paul?
Yeah, bought him a bottle of Newcastle Brown Ale.
Did you go in to see him?
Well, that's a bit later.
Okay.
I spent the night down there outside the hospital, went to the off licence, bought another bottle of Newcastle Brown Ale. This went on for 2 weeks, and finally invited me up. And he had a little kiss and that, and give me a cuddle.
Oh, yeah.
And the next day, I was in all the national newspapers. I don't know if you remember that.
Were you?
Yeah, in the Sun, in the Star.
What did it say? What did it say?
Well, the headline in the Mirror
Paul has secret visitor with ale.
No, the headline in the Daily Mirror was, my beer in bed with Gaza.
Yeah? Did you sell a story?
No, I didn't. That's the funny thing. No, I didn't. It was this girl who was down there with me.
Yeah.
She got, I don't know, about 50 quid for, giving a photo of me over and...
Oh, what?
Making a load of rubbish out.
Uh-huh. Were you upset, or were you quite...
Oh, I lost my job over it.
You didn't?
I did. I was a postwoman.
How did you lose your job?
Well, it was, I got run over about 2 weeks before.
You got run over?
Yeah.
Surprised you weren't in the bed next to it.
But I hobbled up there on my crutches, and I was meant to be on sick leave. And, of course, when they saw my pictures in the paper, that was it. So they sacked me.
But they can't sack you for that, surely.
Oh, they did. They...
They sacked you for going to visit Paul Gascoigne?
Oh, I'm afraid so. And I couldn't get a job afterwards for about a year.
Because they all knew who you were?
Because a lot of people knew who I were, yeah. They kept saying, you're the one that visits...
I can't believe you got sacked.
No, that is, honestly, that is
because you were in the papers. So what happened? Your boss called you in?
Oh, I got sent to, this tribunal thing.
Yeah.
And
what did they say? Bringing the postal service into disrepute or something?
Well, they just said they saw me in the paper and I was booked off sick. And they couldn't tolerate that. And
so it's because you were off sick?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Ah.
And,
I'd have sacked you then. I'd have said, what you're like?
I
You're supposed
can't
to be
believe
sick.
I actually done it, though. That's the thing. I just can't believe I done it looking back. I mean, I must be...
You've been in Paul Gascoigne's hospital bed?
Well, not into his bed, by his bed, and...
Right.
He had his leg up and everything.
I'm glad he was up, not over.
But, I had a good look at his boxer shorts.
Did you?
Had nice Mickey Mouse ones on that, yeah.
Oh, nice.
But I can't believe I actually done it.
Did he cry?
No, he didn't.
Didn't he?
No, but I was
a bit of a disappointment, isn't it?
Yeah.
All that waiting to see Paul Gascoigne, didn't even cry.
But I was just thinking, is there anyone else can actually beat that?
That's great.
Yeah,
that is great. Lovely, Tina.
Okay, then.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. What a great story. Let's go to Simon in St Ives.
Yeah, hello, Ian. How's it going?
Yes, fine.
Well, I certainly can't match that one.
No, that's brilliant, isn't it?
Well, I certainly won't want to be in Paul Gascoigne's shoes, but there we go.
Or boxer shorts, for that matter.
No, exactly. Well, I've got a couple of people here who want to say hi to you.
Mm-hmm.
They're not actually with me. They're on the CB.
Oh, dear. Right, okay.
Right, okay.
Yeah, 1-4 for a copy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to call them. Hello, say hello, Paul.
Right, Ian.
Good.
And I've got Mark.
Right, Paul.
Yeah, Ian, you're cool.
How's it hanging, Mark?
Yeah, and we've also got Brent, who's not here.
Brent.
Yeah, I think Brent's gone, but never mind.
Is Ariel's bent?
Exactly. Brent is Ariel's bent. Anyway, that's not the reason I'm on here. I was on there at the time anyway.
Paul, Mark and Brent.
Yeah. I just want to chuck some people in jail.
Yeah, put them in there. You got a seagull there with you?
Exactly.
Hey, let's put the seagull in jail. Where's that seagull come from?
My roof, probably.
Oh, right, okay.
So, down on the beach, but there we go. Anyway.
Scamp, it's not another budgie, it's a seagull.
Hey.
He wouldn't like you anyway.
No, probably not, anyway.
Because you're mauve.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to chuck some people in jail.
Yeah, who you want?
John Major.
John Major.
Straight away, without a shadow of a doubt.
For existing?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to chuck away the people who run the mobile phones because they're very, very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like you ring 0500 and they sort of charge you.
Okay.
That's not very fun.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes, I noticed that. That's right, they do.
Yeah, I know. I got run up a...
But that isn't their fault. That's the company's.
I know. But you'd think they'd do something about it.
You have to press a star, don't you, to dial 0500?
Yeah. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, it's expensive to run, but they're handy. And I'd like to run some of the radio stations in jail as well. Not yours.
Good. I'm glad about that.
Because some of them sort of like a bit indecent to you, and they sort of like treat you like you're impersonal. And
well, like your local one.
Sort of, yeah. Not going to mention it, but...
no, you're in St Ives.
It's not pirate at all, but there you
go. No, that's the one, yeah. I know the one.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I used to, yes.
Anyway, yeah, so, also, just like to say hello to this young lady I know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's her name?
Raylene.
Okay, for Raylene.
Yeah, exactly. Well, can you sort of come up with something a bit more than a...
What, more than a kiss?
Yeah.
You see, that's not my kiss. That's a kiss.
I know.
See,
that's better.
We can have a bath with her. Let's have a bath with Raylene.
Yeah, let's go.
Raylene! In you come, girl.
Got any Mr. Matey?
Oh, Raylene, you're lovely. Leave my rubber duck alone. I just said I might have another bath later with someone else.
Oh, well, there we go. Yeah.
If you want me to have a bath with your girlfriend, just call me up.
Hey, have a bath with John Major. That'll make me laugh.
No, I don't want to do that. I'd flush him down the plug hole.
All right, then. Cheers, Ian.
Nice one, Simon.
See you, mate.
Take it easy. Bye-bye. Talk Radio UK. Let's go to Nurse Elaine in Devon.
Yeah, hi.
Hello.
Why have I just heard all men, except for one woman, in the last hour?
Because we had all men phoning us up.
All men phoning you up.
Well, it's not
all
my
night. So doesn't that prove that men are a little bit inadequate?
Why?
Like, men have got big problems and they can't talk to their partners or their friends or their family, so they have to ring the radio station.
But I haven't spoken to any men about that.
Why am I ringing the radio station?
Yes, are you inadequate?
Because I've been listening to the bloody radio station for the last hour.
Yes.
To do my Open University degree, right? And I've heard a whole load of men.
Yeah, but they haven't been talking about their problems.
And they've been talking about a load of crap.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, they have.
What do you mean they're talking about a load of crap?
An absolute load of crap and bullshit. What they're doing...
Here, listen, hang on.
They're talking to you about something, right, something simple. But their real problems, they're not letting them out. So men are not letting their real problems out. They'll give you a ring, and you can fart. They'll give you a ring, and they won't tell you the truth. They'll actually ring talk radio, and they'll go yap, 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 yap,
Yes.
right? But they won't
You're
actually...
a feminist or something?
What?
You're a feminist or something?
No, I'm absolutely not a feminist.
You are, aren't you?
No, I'm
You're
not.
some old
no,
feminist,
I'm not.
you
I am not
hatchet-faced
an
old feminist,
I'm not
that's
an old
you.
feminist. I'll tell you what I did. I live in Ilfracombe.
That's not your fault.
And last week I went to a bloody club, and it was a gay club, and I didn't know I was in it, and I was a bit confused between. Actually, it was a woman. This person that this is adult time, isn't it?
Yes.
And she had a really deep voice, and she had an Adam's apple and big feet. And
Big
at
feet?
the end of the evening,
Yes.
right, I was a bit
What an
pissed.
observation.
So I actually said, can I feel? And she didn't have like a woman's bit, but she didn't have a man's bit either. So I was a bit confused. Anyway, that's apart from the issue that I'm talking about now.
You ended up in bed with another woman last week?
No, I didn't. No, what I did was I went to...
Please.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Go away, Tosspot. Talk Radio UK, 0345 1053 89. We can't have profanities from people called Elaine in Devon. Ha, what's going on?
So that's why we don't have women on the show.
That's absolutely
They're all
right.
foul now.
They're all foul. That's it. They're all foul. All women are foul. 0345 1053 89 if you want to, anything you like, really. If you want us to have a bath with your other half, we can do that. We can do a lot of other stuff as well. Let's go to Dawn, who's in Yorkshire.
What do you mean all women are foul?
Well, you heard what she said.
She should be in jail.
She should be in jail.
Definitely be in jail.
Absolutely right.
Yeah, all right.
Yes.
Well, why are gone?
How are you?
I've got my phone now.
Hang on. I've got something. Just a minute. I've got an urge coming on here. I've got an urge. I want to be 70s man again. Where's that chandelier? I'm going to go for it this time, Dawn.
Yeah, but
I'm going to go for that chandelier. I'm going to swing from that goddamn chandelier if it's the last thing I do. Here I go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, no. You've done it again, haven't you? You've gone and broken it again.
Well, I thought I was going to do it. I'll get that chandelier one day. I'll be 70s man.
Simmer.
I'll swing from it.
Simmer down.
You bet your bottom dollar.
I must agree with everybody the water company should be in jail.
They should, especially your one. They were the first to act.
Because through their guilt tactics, I had to carry water from my bath in a watering can to water my new garden. And
Did you?
I've done me back in again.
It's a new garden.
Because I've moved house again, I told you.
Oh, you did, didn't you? Yes, that's right.
I've got a
You-
garden and lots of odd neighbours.
Got a garden. That's good. Nice to have a garden.
So I cheered myself up by merging loads of wasps with fly killer.
Did you?
Yells.
Really?
I did.
You murdered wasps.
I did.
The wasps have gone in Yorkshire.
They have.
At a cinema near you.
They have.
From Monday. What was that?
That was me.
Yes, sounded very nice. So, what have you... Well, what else have you got for us, Dawn?
A tosser.
Who's that?
My local ice cream man.
Your ice cream man.
He came scooting up our road.
He wasn't whippy enough.
Well, it actually is a Mr. Whippy ice cream van.
Is it? I used to love Mr.
Whippy.
Whippy.
Road playing Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, and I went out.
It's quite funny, those things, because you ask for the ice cream, you get a Douglas Hurd haircut on top of a cornet, don't you?
But I went running up thinking, oh, 99, want me 99?
Sorry?
I want me 99.
All right.
He says, with no flakes.
No flakes?
No flakes.
You run out of flakes when you're an ice cream
No
man.
flakes. Not only had he no flakes, he's no vanilla ice cream.
That's
either.
ridiculous.
He only had coffee-flavoured ice cream.
That's like a mechanic running out of oil, isn't
I
it?
know. And my next door
A painter
neighbour.
running out of brushes.
My next door neighbour as well. She's figured out a way of keeping her neighbours quiet and not letting them bang the front door. Because she hangs over your fence on the first day.
I gotta do it, Tom.
Go.
I gotta go for it.
Go for it.
1, 2, 3. Sorry about that.
Look at me.
Didn't work. Anyway, who else? Where's our pictures, Dawn? Where's our pictures, Dawn?
Where's your pictures?
Yes.
I'm doing them, but I only got a description of Kev. I didn't get one of Mike.
Didn't you?
No, you said Kev was like a million...
You're the kind of person we never cut off as well.
Oh, yeah.
We don't cut you off.
Oh.
We've never cut you off.
Well, don't, please.
Because I reckon you've got a kind of natural radio voice.
You reckon?
Yeah, you've got a sort of natural ability.
Wait.
Your natural ability to be on the air.
Give us a job, then.
No, you have. You could do an audition for us, all right?
Okay.
Okay, right. I want you to say, and now, here's the news. Say that.
Well, don't cut me
Go on, say it now.
Back. And now, here's the news.
It's the talk of the nation on 1053 and 1089 medium wave. This is Talk Radio UK.
2 o'clock news, this is Michaela Stevenson. Organisers of the ill-fated K2 expedition say there's no chance Alison Hargreaves could have survived the avalanche which hit the world's second highest peak. 6 other members of the team are also believed to be dead. The son of Sir Edmund Hillary, Peter, says he saw her body hanging out of reach. Expedition organiser Nazir Sabir thinks conditions will be too difficult to recover the bodies.
Like always in such a Himalayan expedition accident, at such an altitude, it is almost impossible to bring the bodies down.
Algerian extremists are being blamed for a bomb blast in Paris, which injured 17 people, including a British pensioner. The device exploded outside a metro station near the Arc de Triomphe during the rush hour. Just 3 weeks ago, a bomb killed 7 people in the city. Detectives are hunting a man who threw a 14-year-old girl from a train in South London because she refused to drink a can of lager. Police say Chadea Dobb suffered multiple injuries and is lucky to be alive. President Nelson Mandela is reportedly planning to divorce his estranged wife, Winnie. Their marriage survived his 27 years in jail but broke up 2 years after he was freed. Her lawyers say they know nothing about it, and the 77-year-old president says it's a very personal affair.
Whatever is happening is something what causes deep trauma, and I would therefore appreciate if you don't interrogate me on the matter.
Smokers are 5 times more likely to suffer a premature heart attack than non-smokers, according to an Oxford study. Research by the Radcliffe Infirmary shows that 80% of heart attacks among 30 and 40-year-olds are caused by smoking. Dr. Rory Collins says the message is simple. Stop smoking and you'll live longer.
The bad news with this study is it shows that the risks of having a heart attack are even bigger than we thought under the age of 50 if you smoke. On the other hand, the good news is that it's even more worthwhile stopping, and that within 5 or 10 years of stopping, then you avoid almost all of the excess risk of having been a smoker.
Independent Radio News.
On 1053 and 1089 medium wave. Talk Radio UK.
Talk Radio UK presents Ian Collins and the Creatures of the Night. Free for All Friday. It's about as interesting as Plop.
What do you like, Carol McGiffin, you old funster, you? Dear Ian and the Creatures of the Night, I would like to nominate moths as Tosspots of the Week, as you cannot open a window at night and have a light on without hundreds of the not-so-little gits landing on your face. They're disgusting things. They are absolutely disgusting. I was talking to Moth D about it earlier on. That's from Stuart, formerly of Hertfordshire, I think. Oh, Stuart, yeah. What have we got here? Ian, some friends and I today were working out to an exercise video. Suddenly we found ourselves slashing each other with meat cleavers, only to discover we were actually watching The Evil Dead. How we laughed. Absolutely. Dear Ian, some friends and I were terrified today when we thought we'd fallen into a collective coma. Only to discover that we were watching an old episode of Lucky Ladders with Lenny Bennett. I love that. Dear Ian, some friends and I were today working out. I can hardly say it, I've got some more here. Some friends and I were today working out a most amusing anagram of your name. We came up with Lion Sea Snail. How we laughed. Dear Ian, my girlfriend slapped me today because I sat on her bra. Very petty, I thought, until I realised she was still wearing it. How I laughed. Dear Ian, I had this terrible dream last night that I was being sexually fulfilled by 10 top supermodels, only to wake up to find that I wasn't. How we laughed. Talk Radio UK. Yeah, that's a good idea. Fax us your How I Laughed. And we laughed. Dawn. Hang on. Dawn, are you there?
I am.
Oh, you are there?
I'm here.
Yes.
Oh, I'm here.
You're here?
Don't go cutting me off. I'm still here.
Oh, I know you are.
Oh, still am.
Oops.
Thought you were going to have a fit again,
No, not at all. No, that was something else. Anyway, what do you got there?
Well, Little Smashers, but it's not a Little Smasher. I thought it was really funny. It's a little girl. She's a little friend of mine. She's only 10. She's called Emma. And
horrible child.
She is. She's a little so she's just like I was when I was a kid. But she came round the other day and we were sat in the garden in the sunshine and we were talking about her boyfriend who was like 11. And he's just gone up to big school and she thinks he's ace and all this sort of thing.
Ace?
Says,
thinks he's ace?
Thinks he's ace.
Thinks he's ace?
Hey,
I didn't know anybody still said that.
I could do your jingle, couldn't I?
Think you're ace.
Ian Collins is ace.
Ace. He was ace.
But she's saying...
Didn't Doctor Who have an assistant called Ace?
Yeah. And a right little... Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Or she, or it, whatever.
She.
Sontarans always used to frighten me to death, you know.
What did? Sultanas?
Sontarans. Because they had heads like brains with no skin on, but you're getting me away from my story.
Yes.
You are. Stop it immediately.
Carry on.
So, anyway, she's on about this boyfriend of hers. She said, have you all got a boyfriend then? I said, yeah. What's he like then? I said, oh, he's a big, fat, ugly so-and-so with a big chin like a bum. Is he? But he's not coming home for another couple of days. 5 minutes later, he leaned over the fence at the end of the garden and went, hello, I've come to surprise you. And she turned around and went, I know who you are.
Excellent. Excellent. How is it? How's it going all that? All right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it love?
Well, he's on his ass, but he's working and he's growing on me like fungus, you know.
That's nice, isn't it? Yes.
He's a little low.
What do you think of your relationship? Well, a bit like fungus, really.
It grows on you slowly.
You can't get rid of
Kind
it.
of furry and green.
Yes. Yes. I think that's something else. Anyway.
Will you do me a favour? Will you fulfil an ambition?
I'll try.
Will you blow me up?
You want to be blown up?
Yeah.
Can we blow? Let's check in the control room. Can we... Hang on, Dawn. Hang on. I've got to do it this time. I'm going for the big one.
Do it. Go on.
This isn't an ordinary chandelier. This is like the one above it. Here we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Go. No, he's missed again. You're just never going to get a world record.
I'm never going to get up there, am I, really?
You're not.
No.
As it were.
As it were. Mrs. Saucy.
You've got to give me a description. I want a description of Mike first so I can cartoonify
Description? You haven't done it yet?
No, you didn't.
You haven't got sketching? You doodling? Doodling?
Listen. That's me. I always doodle when I'm on the phone to you. I've been drawing on my leg. I've got loads of squares on my leg now.
Have you?
Yeah.
So, right, Mike is 17'1".
It's
or
taller than
thereabouts.
Kev. He can't be taller than Kev.
Kev's got a ridiculous head of hair.
Yeah. Does he have it in a ponytail?
He's got his head is a barometer.
Yeah,
it is.
I heard. It's like seaweed, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the stuff. It kind of like, because today it's gone all sort of, it's gone very, very sort of Tammy Wynette today.
Oh, bless it.
Yeah, it has.
Bless his little
Stand by your man. And, so we were a bit concerned about that. So that's Kev's hair.
Yeah.
And, of course, Kev is Scottish and proud of it and should be.
I should hope so, too. I have
Mike
Scottish
is Canadian and proud of it and should be.
Mm-mm.
And I'm from everywhere.
I know.
And,
I've done you anyway. I don't want
Mike is taller than Kev.
Mike is taller than Kev?
Yes.
Okay.
Kev is quite stocky.
Tall. Kev's stocky?
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you told me that because I did him skinny because I've done one of him. He's stocky. Yeah.
Mike's kind of sort of rough looking.
Has he got long hair or short hair?
You saw Mike at a party, you'd think you were going to put your lights out. He's that kind of guy, yeah?
Ooh.
He's Combat Man.
Combat Man?
Yes.
Does he wear combats?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, pooh, I do.
He was thrown out of the army.
Stop cutting your hair.
Can't help it.
Just give it up.
He was in the army. He was thrown out.
Yeah. Like his teeth.
Messing around.
Okay, let's have dog tags.
Dog tags?
Dog tags.
Dog tags? What about them?
Combat men wear dog tags.
Dog tags?
I'm making notes.
All right, yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh, okay.
Okay.
Colonel Mike, he was known as.
Colonel Mike.
Yeah. That's right. That's him.
Does he have a bit of Kentucky Fried Chicken tucked behind his ear, then?
He's always got something behind his ear.
Besides earwax?
Yes. That's right. He goes home and smokes it.
Has he got short hair or long hair?
Short.
Short?
Yes.
Okay, short. Hair? Yeah.
There you go.
Is that it?
That's about it.
You do realise they will not be up to the great standard of your drawing because I don't have any photos yet. But as soon as you get some,
yes,
I want to be the first.
89, that's 0345 1053 89. The emphasis, of course, being a Friday, is totally and utterly on a bit of fun. If you've got a fax machine, you can fax us as well. 0171 636 1053, 0171 636 1053. That's how it works there. Tosspots, Little Smashers, Who Should Be in Jail, and whatever else you want to talk about, have a moan and a whinge, but keep it on a kind of funny basis. Anything you like. It's free for all, Fun Friday. However, we bring the creatures back. Mike and Kev, Tosspots, Little Smashers, and Jail. We'll start with Mike. Tosspot, first of all, Mike.
There's a guy who's in my neighborhood who's got a dog.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like a pit bull. I don't know if it actually is a pit bull, but it looks close enough like it that it could maybe deemed under this draconian law that it is one.
Mm-hmm.
And he's walking around with his dog without a muzzle and not even a leash. He's letting the dog run around free.
Terrible.
And I don't know if the dog's vicious or not. He looks fine. But all it takes is one overzealous cop to see him who wants to get a promotion, see that dog, put the dog in a little doggy jail. The dog will be put down, and the owner will be sky. He should be put down. He's
the owner.
The owner.
The owner should.
And the overzealous police. They put them all down.
What about the dog?
The dog's fine.
No, I think all those dogs should be rounded up and all have something done to them. They're all dangerous.
Oh, you don't know that.
Pit bulls and staffs and...
Who needs them? Well, that's why they should have muzzles on.
Disgusting creatures. Lovable as a pet, but they can turn. They can turn. So, he should be in... He's the tosspot. He's a tosspot. What about this week's Little Smasher?
It's the new love of my life.
Yes, who?
Anthony Turner.
Anthony Turner.
Yeah. I'm falling in love with her, and I don't know why. She just looks so sweet. And I heard today or recently that she's agreed to do the lottery until the end of time or something.
Yeah.
And that's just warms the cockles of my heart.
She's going to be plucking out your numbers on a weekly basis.
And it warms the first syllable of that word that I just said.
Okay. So that's Tosspot.
I love her.
Little Smasher.
You think she would marry me?
She might. She might.
I think she will. I'm going to ask her.
And who should be in jail, Mike?
People who work in pubs.
People who work in pubs?
Yeah.
You mean those that don't smile?
Yeah, the snotty sort of, I hate my job and it's your fault type of people. I was in a pub. I picked up my friend of mine in from out of town. And we're going to a pub. And it's busy one day, and we're sitting sort of in a quiet area. And I go up to the bar, and there's three guys that stand, three bar staff standing there picking their noses. And I'm trying to be, excuse me, and they're ignoring me. So I went, excuse me, and you go, oi! Can't you see the big sign? And there's a big sign, I had to admit.
That's a great Cockney accent.
Isn't it? But the sign it's big, but it's sort of out of the way where no one can actually read it.
It's in German.
Yeah, it's just, not a service area. And they got really snooty about, oh, not sir, you go around there.
Oh, lovely, aren't they?
Yeah, I just wanted to kick them in the...
Attention all bar staff, you're also paid to smile at me.
Exactly.
When I spend me wonga.
And then he pulls 2 pints, and he didn't fill it all the way up. And I said, oh, he topped that up.
Top that up. Just butch. So they should
Put
be
him in jail.
Bar staff should be in jail. We'll go for Kev's in just a second. Tosspots of the week, Mark in EastEnders, who won all his money back last night. He lost about 3,000 quid. Put his fruit and veg stall. He put his fruit and veg on the table. There was a scene.
Oh, well.
Yes. And said, yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do. Yes. Shell, leave it alone. Ruth, leave it alone. I can deal with it.
That's brilliant.
And he won. He won. We got to get Mike Reed back. Ricky! Got to get him back. So Mark is a tosspot. Wasps are all tossers. Come to that conclusion.
A lot of them.
All of them, yes.
They should be in a little waspy jail.
They should be. A little special kind of waspy, buzzy type jail. Little smashers of the week, all the A-level people. Whether you passed or didn't, they're all little smashers, because if you didn't pass, then you can do it again and you'll be brilliant. And some senior professor at Cambridge who refused to take a rise of up to potential 10,000 quid because a colleague got nothing in the pay rise. So they said, well, you know, I'm not going to take a rise. Nice person.
Wouldn't that be nice if people around here did that?
Wouldn't it just? Who should be in jail? All water companies should be in jail because of cutting people's whatsits off. Tony Blair's backbenchers for motor mouthing it over the last week, they should be in jail. And France should be in jail. Because I reckon this is the only country that haven't tested a nuclear bomb out recently. Good old France. Vive la France. Hey, Kev.
Excellent. Can I start with my tosspot?
Tosspot.
It's somebody who used to be a frequent tosspot, but has only recently come back, and that's John Redwood, back in the news again.
He is.
For being useless.
For being useless.
And quite frankly, why doesn't he just give up?
Get a life, John Redwood.
just give up. Smasher. Now, my Smasher.
Little Smasher.
Mike was in love, and I don't want the listener to think that this is a theme, but my Smasher is Kylie Travis.
Kylie Travis?
Who's that?
I know what you're thinking. You're
yes.
thinking, who is Kylie Travis?
Some kind of...
This is a neighbor of yours, Kev.
Well, no, but there's an American TV series called Models, Inc.
Oh, yeah, heard about that.
A lot of models who can't act. But she doesn't need to act because she's absolutely gorgeous.
Do you watch Models, Inc., do you?
Only for her.
Isn't this for, like, 14-year-old boys who are gradually developing an eyesight problem?
But Ian, in all fairness, you haven't seen it yet. And I'll lend you the video.
And Kev is a 14-year-old boy with an eyesight problem.
He certainly has had a hair problem, too, as I said.
The eyesight problem because my hair's in my eyes.
It's just kind of like Beverly Hills 90210 type stuff.
Yes, but with wonderful-looking females.
With, yes, I bet.
Wait, so what's the difference?
None, probably. And jail. Who should be in jail, Kev?
Well, I was sorting through my fan mail this week, and I got this photocopied letter, which I believe some people here at Talk Radio UK have also been saying. It says, "Dear sirs," it's from a listener.
A listener.
A listener.
Oh, it's a complaint. No name.
Alfred Listener.
A listener.
What's his last name?
Alfred Listener.
Dear sirs.
How are you, Alf?
Dear sirs, could you kindly ask Kevin, who works on the Ian Collins show, to stop using the term "set fire to it" when relating to anything one doesn't like? As you may know, setting fire to schools, and more importantly to people, is becoming more common than we would wish. And using such a term, even if it's in a light-hearted manner, can only help to undermine the serious and repulsive nature of such... Mike.
Hang on, can you read the PS there as well?
Oh, I'm sorry, PS. Even Ian Collins himself is using this term.
Can I just say, first of all, that we would never, or will never, advocate the setting fire to of human beings and schools in particular.
Absolutely.
Because it's dangerous. Please, if you have matches at home or torches or fierce instruments of a kind of
combustible nature,
pyrotechnic nature, then I suggest you put them in a cupboard with an enormous padlock on it around about the size of India. Kev.
You know what I'm going to do with this letter?
What?
I'm going to set fire to it. Mike, if you'd be so kind.
There's the lighter.
There we go. And it's gone.
And up it goes.
And I'm going to...
Put it in the bin, you fool! Put it in the bin, you fool! Talk Radio UK. So the emphasis tonight is clearly on fun, F-U-N, fun. It's free-for-all fun, frivolous Friday. Get another F in there, shall we? Talk Radio UK, 0345 10 53 89 on the phones, and 01716 36 10 53 on the faxes. What do we got here? Most people could live to be 100, maybe even 120, by following a near-starvation diet, according to experts. Professor Roy Wolford of the University of California conducted a study on rats and found that a low-calorie, high-nutritious diet kept them healthy and youthful to incredible old ages. Dirty old rat. And this is unbelievable. In Zaire, concerned scientists are stepping up their observations of chimpanzees in the wild after 2 new studies revealed the animals are evolving rapidly from generation to generation and may soon be completely like humans. The primates have adopted the worst of human traits and behaviors, engaging in murder and prostitution. The experts say if they continue their rapid evolution, they could be armed bands of chimps roaming the jungles within a decade. Chimpanzees used to be docile, friendly creatures, but now they're turning mean and warlike, according to Dr. Eric Richtstatter, a primologist. Oh, him. He said, "We discovered a few years ago that they've learned to use weapons. In recent assaults on humans, they were swinging clubs and using axes. Many chimps are now walking completely erect. Ooh-ah." So they tell us, instead of placing their knuckles on the ground as they used to, some have taken to wearing clothes made of tree barks or leaves. I've seen them make huts in the forest, he says. I've seen one female chimp trade sex for raw meat, and last week I saw a possessive male stalk, torture and kill a female who'd been unfaithful to him. The monkeys are taking over the world. What are we going to do about it? Thanks, Kev.
We should talk to Cheetah for that.
We should. We'll get on the phone to Cheetah maybe later on. In Avignon, in France, a 49-year-old astronomer was charged with invasion of privacy after authorities caught him using a high-powered telescope to spy on female students in their dorm rooms, 67 miles away. And while Dr. Alain Joubert is calling the incident a terrible misunderstanding, as he would do, investigators say the scientists shot hundreds of hours of videotape showing the female students in various states of undress as they relaxed in what they thought was the privacy of their dorm rooms. There's absolutely no excuse for what he did. It's an embarrassment to his profession, said a senior astronomer. As they would do. That's all in the press. You might like to pick up on that. And the Batmobile. The Batmobile, while in London promoting Batman Forever, got a wheel clamp. Ha! Which is quite funny. Yeah, they all got wheel clamps. That's in the press. Whatever else you want to talk about, it's up to you. It's Ian Collins and the Creatures of the Night until 6 o'clock. Fun, fun, fun. Free for all. Fun Friday. 0345 10 53 89. And the fax is 0171 636 10 53. We go to the phones in just a tick. This is Talk Radio UK.
When you call Premier Chat, you're entering a fascinating world of communication.
You can exchange messages with other callers online. It's a great way of chatting to people.
And you choose who you want to make contact with.
Calls are 39p a minute, cheap rate 49p a minute at all other times. And you must be over 18.
Call now, 0891 66 9966.
Premier Chat from Cablecom, West 1X 7RQ. Call 0891 66 9966.
The new sound of Saturday on Talk Radio UK. Get into Saturday nights with Ronnie Barber.
That's good. This is absolutely wonderful.
Oh, Ronnie's fun and frolics.
I like the idea of a wee bit of entertainment round the side. I like the Mexican wave stuff.
A party atmosphere, a Mexican wave from a Scot at 7 and Wales on at 10.
We're on the air. Whale is here. I'm delighted this does have a battery included.
Ah.
Late night on the phones with James Whale from 10. The new sound of Saturday on Talk Radio UK. Talk Radio UK. Now you're talking. It's the price of a local call wherever you are. 0345 10 53 89.
Meet the gang, 'cause the boys are here, the boys to entertain you. With music and laughter to help you on the way to raising the rafters with a hey, hey, hey. With songs and sketches and jokes old and new. With us about, you won't feel blue. So meet the gang, 'cause the boys are here, the boys to entertain you. We are...
Yes, that's us. 0345 10 53 89 on the phones. Fun, free for all, Fun Friday. That's the score. It's Ian and Mike and Kev on the phones. Let's go to the Wirral. Phil, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Oh, you're in a good mood tonight.
Yeah, we're rattling it off tonight.
Oh, yeah, I just want to talk about people I'd like to chuck in jail, especially the water companies.
Yeah, we want to put those in prison.
They really make me head boil, you know what I mean?
What are they like, that bunch of funsters?
Well, they put advanced charges, expect you to pay like £100 million, and then they turn around and say,
There's a bit of an exaggeration in there, Phil, somewhere, I think.
No, not really.
No, it's £100 million. No. You've got to pay yourself.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. I think I'll build a secret pipe out to Czechoslovakia or something, and I'll drain all my water out of that.
Run your own water, that's the idea.
Yeah, make a profit.
In the world of free enterprise, you should be allowed to do that.
Why not, yeah? That's the way to make money these days,
good
isn't it?
one.
And I have to laugh. I was looking at the paper the other day, and some guy who dyed his pigeons or something pink. Did you read that?
No.
Some guy collects a load of pigeons. I think this was in Sussex, somewhere like that. And he went up to Spain, and apparently he saw these pink birds. So what he did, he came over and dyed them, and sent them out into the sky, and they were landing on town roofs and all this. And people were going mad because they were seeing all like these pink pigeons. And in the end, he got this team of like experts in, and he said, "This is a dye, And they caught the fella anyway."
What did they do to him?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Dyed him, maybe.
They sent the RSPCA in anyway.
Did they?
And he got a roasting for it. But,
you could have roasted.
I don't know what happened.
You can't go around dyeing pigeons.
Well, exactly. I mean,
It's a nice thought, but you can't do that.
You look out your kitchen window and the pink pigeon lands on your fence. I mean, it's a nice sight, isn't it?
Any other kind of animal, if it were hamsters or gerbils, I would endorse dyeing wholeheartedly, because I think it should be compulsory to dye your gerbil.
Yeah.
But pigeons, that's just not on.
Yeah, it's cruel, isn't it?
Yeah, very cruel.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
But there should be more hamster dyeing going on.
Do you think so?
Well, if it's not If it's not scamp, our studio budgie. No scamp. We won't die you. Don't worry.
A studio budgie.
What do you mean you saw a tin of Dulux in the corner? That's for the studio, you fool. Now go on, fly off. What do you like? You silly
like
feathered
Timmy
beast.
Mallet there.
Yeah, I am Timmy Mallet.
You remember that Cage Magic?
Magic,
if you spell magic word, you'll win the special prize.
It was a cocker thingy, wasn't it?
Yeah, cockatiel. It was plastic, I think, was it? Was it real, I think?
Yes, it was plastic.
Yeah, Timmy
to fly
Mallet.
around the cage.
Did he?
Timmy Mallet
could
was
have fooled
plastic,
me.
yeah.
Probably had a battery up its
He wasn't real.
eyes, yeah. Yeah, it's hard to tell which is the cockatoo. Him or Timmy Mallet.
They had a Magicam, didn't they?
I don't know. I can't remember that far
little
back.
camera inside the cage, just to check out a few kind of close shots on Magic.
I don't know. My eyes weren't that wide open at about 9 o'clock in the morning.
That's right,
so, yeah, why don't you?
Such memories. Anyway, anything else for us, Phil, while you're
there? No, not that I can think of, no.
Gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Take it on you, Phil.
Okay.
Take it easy. Bye-bye. Talk Radio UK. Let's get over to Watford. Mark, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Hello.
I'd like to put some people in jail, if I may.
Yeah, who do you want to put in there?
Well, GMTV.
You want to put GMTV in jail?
Yeah, I've been off the last...
Never. Hang on. Go on.
I've been off the...
Not my idea.
Yeah, obviously she would be excluded.
Exactly.
You know, but I've been off work for the last couple of days.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd watch, the early telly.
Been watching Fun in the Sun, haven't you?
Yeah, that's what it was. The people, like, oh, I'm missing you dearly, Mum.
Yes.
And stuff like that.
Just before the breaks.
Yeah, you're on a 2-week holiday. You're not in Croatia or nothing at Christmas Day. I mean, let's be honest about it. If you've missed your parents that much, don't go.
Just don't go on holiday. Yeah, this is a message from your mum and dad in Watford.
Yeah.
I'll be home soon. Well, of course you will. You only went for a week.
Terry as well. Everyone seems to know someone called Terry. I don't know what that is.
We should have a National Terry Week.
Yeah, and there's another thing about noise. They had a little section about noisy neighbours, and they had Martin Frizzell on it, and he was saying, what...
He's a noisy neighbour, because I used to live next door to him.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Did he have
You've never heard so much noise in all your life.
Yeah, did he have any talent then?
I don't know what he used to do then.
Oh, right.
He used to make a lot of noise.
Yeah, well, he comes on and he says to these people who are in the house, they've had a lot of problems with noisy neighbours, what has been done? And they said, the council's done a wonderful job and no noise has been created. So, what was the point of going around their house? The noise has been stopped for, 6 months or something.
They're doing a piece on noisy neighbours and there was no noise.
Yeah. Because he put the radio on to say, what the music sounded like, and he goes, I can't hear you. And, there's nothing coming out of the,
Crazy stuff.
And, another person I'd like to put in is Mike Smith.
Old Mike?
Yeah, well, it is him, but it's also the programmes he does.
That fitness thing?
Yeah, Body Heat.
What's that all about?
I don't know. I mean,
Oh, my life.
It's always like...
That's just such a sad state of affairs.
Yeah, it's like fitness instructors and, people who are in the army who are naturally fit anyway.
Yeah.
Like, going up a step aerobics thing to see who can get up to, Blackpool Tower the quickest. I just...
Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
When he interviews them, it's like, I'm doing it, for my family... they're all with me in spirit, I'm going to give 100%.
Oh, well, it's just it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not like Linford Christie running 100 metres or something, or like Lennox Lewis.
Of course it's not. And that show business has got a lot to answer for.
Well, I have to ask my mum and dad who a lot of them people are.
Yeah.
And they normally say, I thought he was dead.
Yeah, normally, that's
or
the case,
I don't know who he is, But, Gladiators is the same, on similar lines and that. They'll say things like, like the woman who won it, I don't know her name. But, I'll give 100% every time I go out, it's things like that,
Great,
That's what I say, it's just like Gladiators, it's nothing special.
No, you want to put them all in jail then?
Yeah.
OK, Mark.
All right.
Good on you.
Thanks.
Take care, bye-bye. Let's go to Reading. This is Arthur.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, is that Robbie?
Yes, it is.
Hello, Robbie, how are you, mate?
Yeah, fine. What do you got for us? What do you like?
Do you know where that one's from, then? You know the...
I know you're referring.
Good.
Well, what made you say that, by the way?
I used to listen to
Don't
The
mention
Obvious,
it, but yeah.
The Obvious, for quite a while, and I've been trying to track you down for bloody ages.
Really?
Eventually, I found the radio station you're operating at.
Ah.
Yeah, you just sound just like him, believe it.
Well, no, it's just a lot of people have said that.
Yeah.
Isn't that strange?
It's not that other guy who you played earlier. That's definitely not you. You are Robbie Vincent.
Well, of course.
Robbie Vincent is you, obviously.
Of course.
Let me tell you about a tosspot, and you should be put in jail quickly.
Okay.
Tosspot of the week.
Yep.
Damon Hill.
Damon Hill.
We watched the Grand Prix on Sunday, a friend of mine and me, and my friend said, right, he's won it, luckily, obviously, He's going to get into the interview room and say it was the greatest race of his life. And the opening words were, "This was the greatest race of my life."
Good old Damon.
Absolutely criminal.
Good old Damon.
And
You're so
secondly,
inconsistent.
too consistent, if you ask me. Policemen, they should all be locked up in jail.
All policemen?
Yeah, well, anyone under the age of 25 in the police force, I think.
Under?
Yeah.
I agree with you
went
totally.
to a barbecue in Gloucester a couple of weeks ago.
And you had some fried policemen?
I tried very hard. No, there were 3 policemen there, one of which was...
off duty or on?
Off duty.
Oh, they didn't raid your barbecue or something?
No, they were...
That sausage is illegal.
Sorry?
That sausage is illegal.
No, nothing illegal at the barbecue apart from these policemen.
Yes.
They were there.
Policemen shouldn't be allowed to go to barbacues. Should be banned from barbecues.
They're allowed to go to barbecues, but their actions at the barbecue or after the barbecue are extremely illegal. I'm going to have to fill you in on this one.
Don't tell us where it was. What did they do?
Gloucester, we were at my brother's girlfriend's barbecue. She was 22 or something like that.
Okay.
And there were 3 policemen there off duty, one of which was my brother's girlfriend's brother.
Yep.
Okay. They started drinking, and they were drinking and drinking and drinking. At the end of the night, this one guy had 3/4 of a bottle of vodka on his own. They decided they would drive home. So I went up to the guy and said, "Come on, you can't drive home." And he said, "Of course I can. I'm a policeman. I know everyone in the police force around here. I will drive home. If anyone stops me, they'll know who I am, and they'll just let me go on my merry way." And I just thought that was the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life. They all drive home, no problem with it.
That's
Speeding
crazy.
off down the road. It was absolutely despicable. Locked a lot of them up.
Absolutely
You know what
right.
I
I
mean?
agree with you totally.
Okay.
Nice one.
That's it. Cheers.
Thank you, Arthur.
Oh, sorry, Robbie. Cheers. And
Cheers. Ta-da. Oh, dear. Talk Radio UK, 0345 10 53 89. What do you want to talk about? It's a free-for-all fun Friday. It might not seem like the weekend, but of course, if you're working like me and thee, then of course it is, really. It's the weekend. It's here, and we're filing on an anything-goes system here. So if you've got something you want to talk about, then call us up. It could be a moan or a whinge, a jape or a jest. Try, if you possibly can, to keep it fairly light-hearted. We are looking for the week's tosspots. We are looking for those you'd like to put in jail. And who are this week's little smashers? Those people who, because of something they did or said, excelled themselves, really, and you thought, oh, what a little smasher. They're the kind of people we're looking for.
Gosh.
Absolutely right. It's 0345 10 53 89. If you've got a fax and you want to fax us, you can do that to 0171 636 1053. And that's about the state of play. We are back with Babs and Paul and Greg and Sean and Simon and Sonic the Hedgehog and others right after this.
When you're in the mood for love, you're in the mood for the Emotion Collection from Time Life. 24 classic love songs by original artists for lovers everywhere. Alison Moyet, Brenda Russell, Bette Midler, Mr. Lisa Stansfield, and many more can be yours for only $4.99 plus postage and packing. This is not available in the shops, so get a pen ready. The Emotion Collection from Time. 0800 444 851 now. Allow 28 days for delivery. Further albums to be sent. No obligation to buy. That's 0800 444 851.
The Otex players present Gerald's Progress. Gerald has a hearing problem caused by hardened earwax, so what he hears is not always what is said. This week, the fortune teller.
Oh, yes. I see a lovely life and real wealth.
Typical. An ugly wife and ill health. Just my luck. Uh-oh. If only Gerald had asked his pharmacist for Otex eardrops. Dual-action Otex eardrops have been specially formulated to soften hardened earwax and to help disperse it, letting the sound come through loud and clear again. In fact, Otex is clinically proven to reduce the need for syringing. Ask your pharmacist about Otex. For clearer ears, there's been no better news in years.
Otex contains urea hydrogen peroxide. Always read the label.
You're listening to Talk Radio UK, 1053 and 1089 medium wave, across England, Scotland, Northern Ireland and Wales.
In 1972, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped from a maximum security stockade to the Los Angeles Underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A-Team.
And you've Job to your team, Ian Collins and the creatures of the night. Mike and Kev are here, too, on our merry little show on a Friday morning. It's 0345 1053 89. And it's all systems go, you better believe it. Paul is in London 10, mate.
All right there, son.
How are you?
All right, thanks. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. What do you got for us?
All right, I want to talk about the situation of Bosnia, actually.
Do you? You can't talk about
Well, no, I don't, actually. I think anyone who does want to should be in jail straight away.
Uh-huh.
Possibly the most boring subject I've ever heard of.
What, Bosnia?
Yeah, and the whole time they're going on about it. Serves this, serves that.
Well, it's
what a load of rubbish.
Well, I wouldn't say it's rubbish when people are dying every day, would you?
Well, no, but I mean, it's a bit boring after a while, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's got to be covered on the news, though, hasn't it? But we're not talking about that, Paul.
No. Tosspot of the week?
Yeah.
Should be you.
Why? What have I done?
Well, do you not agree EastEnders is possibly the best programme at the moment?
Well, it's going places, yes.
That weekend when they were in Spain.
Spain was excellent.
And then I record it tonight, gone out for a meal, I was going to watch it tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And you ruin it.
Oh, because I said the plot?
Yeah.
Yes.
And the whole point being Martin is gambling, and you...
That's us.
Nightmare. What are you like?
What's wrong? You've not seen it then last night?
No, I recorded it, and...
Oh, actually, yeah.
Not a lot of point watching it now.
Well, no, there is. Because,
Well, don't tell me.
Well, no, because Frank comes back. Riggy!
Riggy! Oh, what are you like?
He doesn't. Frank comes back. Have a look! He does. Yeah, no, he doesn't. He comes back. Yeah, he turns up at the card game.
Oh, shut up.
No, he doesn't. But it's good. It's like riveting. It's a build-up.
Right.
You'll like it.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, Talk Radio, Riggy! Talk Radio UK, let's go to Somerset. Sean.
Good morning, my handsome.
Good morning in Somerset.
How you doing?
How's that cider down there?
Yeah, just before I start, can I say hello to some friends of mine in Zaire?
In Zaire? Oh, the primates.
Yes, yeah, just thought I'd mention them on the route, Joe.
The primates are turning into humans. That's what it says here.
When I see chimps drinking cider and then driving black cabs and saying, "God blimey, governor," then I'll be worried.
Yeah, I've seen that already.
Have you?
Yes.
Yeah, there's enough of them.
God dear me, you better believe it. Yeah, that's what's happening. Primates are becoming too human-like. Hang on a sec, I've just got to have a haircut, Sean, just a sec. Just a minute. God, it's been 45 minutes, I haven't had a cut yet. That's
what
better.
is happening there tonight?
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, get off the side, please. Thank you. Lovely. Anyway, do continue, Sean.
I had a lovely dream this morning. It's nothing dirty.
Did you? What happened?
I'll share it with you.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I don't know how I ended up like this. I don't know what prompted it or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a bank, queuing up to...
In the dream?
Put some... Yeah, in the dream.
I'll tell you about mine in a minute.
I was going to put some money in. In comes the three of them in the bloody mask, don't they? Bloody... They got the guns and they got the machetes and they got the masks on.
Yes.
So, for some reason, I'm ended up turned around because I'm at the front of the queue. And I'm facing two guys at the back of the bank, or sort of towards the doors, and they've got guns and they're facing the other way, towards the high street.
Ah.
The guy to my left is at the till. They're all going crazy. He put his sawn-off shooter down, and he's got his machete, and I'm thinking to myself, I've got my hand on my head, I'm thinking, go, where the bank road, what do? Mummy! And I think to myself, hang on a minute, I've got to do something.
This is in a dream?
They shot a policeman, right?
You shot a policeman?
Yeah, they shot a policeman already. God knows how he got there so quick.
Had been to a barbecue, had he?
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
So I think to myself, right, I'm going to get them for that. So, without anybody looking, well, the guy with the machete, he's busy.
Does this story get any faster, Sean?
Pardon?
Does this story get any faster?
Yeah,
just out of
ends in a
interest.
minute.
Okay, go on.
So I grab his gun, and in one movement, I go to the left, grab his gun, shoot him dead, turn round, and the two guys just turn him around to face it this way. Bang! They're gone. And I run for cover, and then I woke up. And I was just thinking to myself, wouldn't it be funny to read the paper and to pick up the paper when I woke up this morning, to see this headline saying, "Have a go hero, does it again," sort of. No, I didn't read it at all. But that was it.
Wow.
I thought, well, nothing prompted it. Nothing prompted it. I never saw any guns, or never saw any films or anything like that.
Yes.
Totally out of the blue. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with you.
Yeah, I'm glad you did, Sean.
Toss pots of the week.
Yes.
The government,
The government?
For any reason you'd like to care to mention.
Okay, let's just put the government in there.
Will Carl and his missus.
Go on, yes.
And
Princess Diana.
No, she's great. I like Diana.
You like Di?
I don't like the royal family, but I like her.
Okay.
Feel sorry for her.
Okay.
Ricky!
Ricky!
How the hell he's doing with that Bianco, I just don't know.
No?
And Dr. Brian Mulwiney.
Dr. Brian Mulwiney, yes, the Tory party chairman. Yeah, that's right. Ian Collins, that's almost a Scottish name. And Mike Hansen is almost Scottish, isn't he? He's almost Scottish. He's too tall to be Scottish, though, isn't he, Kev? He's too tall. Right then, okay. Let's see what the fax is. 0171 636 1053 89. We've been talking about, well, because we've been playing Scottish music, we've been talking about what stirs you. Does the national anthem stir you? Jerusalem? Does that stir you? What gets you going? Give me a call on that one. We're also talking about big beasties. The midges in Scotland are fairly big midges. And if they take a chunk out of it, you know. But it's open line, so we'll talk about anything you want. We were, just before the news there, we were talking about should the Americans apologise for dropping the bomb, just as we're asking the Japanese to apologise for what they did to the prisoner of war. Give me a call, 0345 1053 89. Ian!
Hello.
What else did you want to add, my friend?
Okay, we'll forget about the bomb there. I'll have a go at Richie Benno.
Richie Benno,
the cricket commentator.
The guru of cricket?
You know, on BBC One, BBC Two.
Yeah.
I'm sickened by his comments.
Why, what did he say?
Oh, what did he say? Well, I was watching the test the other day, and everyone had a Mexican wave, you know. It goes around the actual stadium. Everyone gets up and waves.
Yeah.
And he was condemning that as some, I don't know, sacrilege. Yeah. But what Richie Benno and the like don't understand is, unlike Richie Benno, has a luxury of going to a test match every time a test is played.
Yeah.